Let's unpack things a little bit. What does the introduction of that competency questionnaire mean for the defence?
Well, a very good morning to you, Ayanda. Well, the introduction of the competency questionnaire would prove to be quite a significant challenge for the defence, in that the questionnaire that was completed by Oscar Pistorius, in the answers that he gave, clearly indicate that Oscar Pistorius knows when and when not to discharge a firearm. For example, in a situation where there's an intruder in your home. For example, the answers that Oscar Pistorius gave, one of them was that you should know your target and that you should not discharge your firearm unless there is an imminent threat to yourself or to a person. So Oscar Pistorius will have quite a difficult time explaining why he shot through the bathroom door without knowing who was behind it, and also why he shot through that bathroom door, for example, not knowing why there was no imminent threat towards him, why he shot through that door while there was no imminent threat towards him. So it will prove to be quite a challenge for the defence in trying to prove, for example, that while Oscar Pistorius knew that or he did not know in this case who was behind that door. Now the questionnaire paints a different picture in that it shows that Oscar Pistorius actually does know the law with regard to when and when not to discharge it.
Chriselda, perhaps the defence may also have a difficult time explaining the blood spatter on the wall behind the bed and the blood spots on the actual duvet when we understood the incident to have happened in the bathroom. Talk us through that and what's expected today.
All right, Ayanda, that was a new introduction yesterday inside court, and really when that happened, we saw the expressions on the face of Reeva Steenkamp's mother, June, who walked out of court once those crime scene photos were being displayed inside court. She couldn't take it and asked a member of the ANC Women's League to take her outside court. A bit later on, when we spoke to the ANC Women's League, who had lunch with her, they told us that she was very concerned and was not expecting those graphic pictures to be beamed inside court. But what this necessarily means is that there really need to be an explanation about how there was those blood spatters that were found near the bedside table. It was new evidence that came, and basically the ones that we got was also when Barend started, the crime scene photographer, when he gave an explanation as well. You remember that the defense lawyer, Barry Roux, had really pinned last week on strong points, arguments that the scene may have been tampered with. But yesterday, the state coming very strongly to ask the crime scene photographer if he had moved some of the items that he found in the bathroom, to which Barend van Staden indicated that he did in order to get better shots of the exhibits. So really trying to deal with the aspect of wanting to prove that perhaps the crime scene had not been tampered with. But the cross-examination of Barend van Staden continues inside the North Gauteng High Court this morning.
And that's where we'll leave you to continue your work. Thank you so much, Chriselda. We'll catch up with you a little bit later just to get a finger on the pulse to find out exactly what's happening in that particular part of the world. And